When I say wrong facts in my stories, I have to correct it because I don't make these videos just for you and me. I also make them for my kids, where they can see them later. I have a copy of all my videos from all my channels, and so I had got the fact wrong. When we almost drowned at Melbourne Lake the second time was actually 12 years ago. I had made a video a year ago talking about it, and it got no views. Well, no, I got a couple of views or whatever, and one comment, but that person's channel is no longer here, so it looks like I got no comments on it. So anyway, when I say something wrong, I have to correct it. So we almost drowned 12 years ago. It was in between my second marriage for 11 years, and then when I met Ruby for 8 years. I was single, and I didn't lose weight. I thought I did because I did between Ruby and Chelsea. So I was thinking, I knew I was single. And yeah, I was single for 2 years actually in between my second wife and Ruby. So that is when it happened. What happened when we almost drowned is the same, but when it took place, I was wrong because it had been so long ago. So I got it wrong. All right, so anyway, we went out to Melbourne Lake. It was me and my kids, relatives, just a couple relatives, and then my niece. And then it was my sister, my younger sister, and my niece. And then a friend that I've known since 12 years old, and she brought her kids. And so we all went out to Melbourne Lake, and everything was going great. Was having a fun time. Me and Andrew decided to challenge each other. So we went out to the ropes 3 times. And on the 3rd time coming back, Andrew said that he was tired, that he couldn't go any farther. And he was swimming right here next to me. So I said, grab me and I will take you into the shore. But unfortunately, we didn't go anywhere at all. We just stayed in that spot, struggling. I'd seen it in the movies where people drag people in. I don't know what was going on. I was a good swimmer, but for some reason, we weren't going anywhere. So then all of a sudden, I was tired. So I told my son, I pushed him off me. I said, I'll be right back. And I tried to swim to the shore because I needed to rest my arms. They were tired. I had nothing left at all. And Andrew started to swim outwards this way. He started to turn when he needed to keep going forward. And that scared me because I thought, I'll try to get to the shore, get a breath, rest my arms for a second, and then I'll come back out and get him. But chances are he would have drowned. So anyway, as I'm going in, I had no more energy at all, and I had to ask for help. And my pride was keeping me from doing it because I was embarrassed. But I went ahead and did it anyway because I was really fearing of dying. So I go, please help me, I'm drowning. And then after that, I kept repeating, I'm drowning, because I didn't know if I had enough time to say the whole thing. And I was taking water in, and I was swallowing it. In the other video, I didn't mention that, but I was actually swallowing a little bit at a time. I was spitting it out too, but I was swallowing some. And I was afraid to put my feet down because I didn't think I was in far enough. And so anyway, everybody kept looking at me, and they were looking at me like, is this guy being serious, or is he just playing around? And no, I was being serious. But you can see the expression on their face. I mean, like that, just looking at me. Every time my head come up out of the water, I would yell for, I'm drowning, is what I said. And I could see people's expressions on their face. And I was so fearful that we were going to die that day. This is the day I'm going to drown, and my son's going to drown too. Anyway, my niece came out, and she got me. And then my younger sister came out and got Andrew. And when my niece grabbed me, I then stood up, and I realized I actually was in far enough. I did not know if I was in far enough or not. I just couldn't take the chance of putting my feet down, because if I did, I knew that I would drown because I was taking in water. So then when I got up on the shore, I was shaking, I was scared. I felt like I let my son down because I pushed him away, and he needed me, but we weren't going anywhere. And we were both just going to drown, and I thought this was the best decision to make. Go and get rest for a second, not for minutes, for a second, and then come back out. I'm very grateful that both of them saved us. This definitely wasn't a little thing. This was a very serious event that took place because we would have drowned. And if we had been out there by ourselves, chances are we would have drowned. Well, in fact, I believe we would have. Now, I don't blame anybody else around us, because how many people, I've been out there swimming for years and never saw anybody ever drown or even come close to drowning. So I guess I would have been shocked too. But I probably would have went towards them anyway. You know what I mean? Just better to be safe than sorry. But they didn't have no lifeguard there. You're basically swimming at your own risk. And I've swum there since I was a kid, and it's a great place to go. It's just that we overdid it. You know what I mean? So anyway, now I made the corrections of how long ago it was. Sorry about that. I hate it, but when I make a mistake, I have to correct it. So now I'm going to lose the comments and the likes that I had, but that's the price you pay. Okay, thank you for watching. You guys have a good one, and God bless.